All right, Gen X, welcome back to my channel. Today, we are looking at digging up a bizarre modern phenomenon. We're looking at it through a specific Gen X lens, the absolute blinding ignorance of the online manosphere. We've all seen them. These guys oozing loud, unearned confidence based on internet philosophies and protocols and playbooks, as if we need another reason to be single. So today I am getting a little bit personal about a past relationship where I got caught in that web, why outsourced manipulation completely kills real intimacy, and how true confidence is actually born with humility, not a cheat sheet. So if you're an expat living a drama-free life, or just someone trying to navigate modern relationships without losing your mind, let's talk about why real strength never needs a script. Charles Darwin once wrote that ignorance more frequently begets confidence than knowledge. And if that isn't the official slogan of the internet age, I don't know what is. Think back to our youth in the late 80s. Remember the movie Fatal Attraction? Glenn Close's character became the ultimate terrifying pop culture warning about boundaries gone completely off the rails. It was messy, high drama, and deeply human psychological chaos. But today's toxic relationship landscapes have traded that raw human chaos for something more calculated and clinical. This is where I admit it. I fell into it once. I dated a guy, unbeknownst to me, belonged to the Manosphere, that dark corner of the web where guys trade strategies to manipulate, test, and essentially train any woman to take orders, and so they can maintain control. He led me into his life with his trauma and anchored me to his personal pain, and because I was operating under this naive certainty that love could heal anything, I stayed. I thought if I could just prove my depth, he would choose to care. Instead, I just became his useful little Manosphere project. If you haven't seen these forums, it's wild. It's essentially a massive database on inside trading on past data, tips and tricks to bypass a woman's boundaries. It's the ultimate illusion of certainty, and often specific just to you. Yeah, information about your likes and dislikes and personality in order to help each other. Let's just say, help each other get the job done. It reminds me of that classic 1978 Cars track. You're just what I need. I needed someone to bleed. It's exactly how the Manosphere views women. Not as partners, not as a resource, but as something to drain, control, bleed for their own validation. Humanist psychologist Carl Rogers talked about how pretending to know more than we do completely disconnects us from the real experience. When these guys outsource human mystery to a website, they think they're buying a map. But imagine climbing a mountain in a thick fog. That novice that they are charges ahead, totally convinced the summit is right there because his app told him so. The experienced climber moves slowly, aware of hidden cliffs. These guys, using past relationship data, get close to a woman, and it completely ruins their chances. There is a reason that last relationship didn't work out. So using the blueprint that person talks about is going to lead to the same ending. If a guy thinks he has data on me, he's already lost. Why? Because by the time he tries to use it, I've already grown out of the person he thinks he knows about. if that makes sense. Human intuition detects the lack of authenticity also, almost instantly. You can fake it, but you can't fake the vibe. You can't fake the real interest. Now, to be fair, women have their own online spaces, I know, but there is a massive structural difference between women's communities that are framed for information and empowerment. The male forums frame it as exposure, tactical maneuvers, warning, strategic warfare, for sure. Both turn this place into a nasty echo chamber, but outsourcing romance to a cheat sheet is uniquely foolish. Falling for the false certainty in my past was painful. It was a necessary part of my own maturing process. I knew the relationship lacked real intimacy, but I hung on because he was so confident that I didn't know what I was talking about. That makes me laugh. Because true confidence doesn't need a script or an online forum to navigate a relationship with another human being. What the fuck? When men try to bypass their own vulnerability with information from past relationships, they trade intimacy for a cheap illusion of control. Lesson learned. Today, my Gen X life is peaceful, sunny, and beautifully free of drama, and honestly, without experiencing the rigid, calculated chaos, I wouldn't have appreciated this quiet freedom half as much. So, real strength is having the humility to step into the fog of a new connection and trust your own senses to guide you through it. If today's reflection got your gears turning, you can find a lot more of these deep dives into self-awareness and emotional resilience in my book, Mental Wealth Journey, which is available now on Amazon. It is a no-nonsense companion to the lived texture of your own experience. If you want to support this independent channel and keep my boat floating, hit the Substack. Join me where I daily journal about these topics. Or you can support me by buying me a coffee to keep my scooter engine running, or just subscribe. It's free and it helps me a lot. And to my current subscribers, thank you for the bottom of my heart. Your support gives me immense hope and keeps this channel alive. As the rest of you, look, the internet wants you trapped in the echo chambers of strategic warfare and fake confidence. Screw the playbook. Break the mold. Drop a comment below if you've ever caught someone using a manipulation script on you, and join the punk rock side of the expat life. Or don't. Conformity is an ugly look anyway. But sticking around, that makes the ride a hell of a lot more interesting. Until next time, lead, follow, or get out of the way.